Hey everybody, welcome to Careers People Growth, your number one channel for if you are in business, if you're building a career, and at the end of the day, building an amazing company. This is the number one place for job seekers, business owners, recruiters to be on here to learn the next best tricks to build the best team on the planet. Because we all know that having the wrong team could make you broke and having the best team could make you a billionaire. So let's all succeed together, and we're going to do it right here on this channel. So hit the like button, hit subscribe, and let's hit the ground running. With that said, let's get right into it. Today I want to talk about a very, very important topic is how do you automate a recruitment process? Now let's break that down. What do you mean by automate? How do you automate a recruitment process? Let's define it. To me, what automating is having a system or a process that runs itself. Now, a lot of times people think automate is by just having software do it for you. A lot of cases, that's not correct. For me, what automate is even having people do things for you. An automated system will involve tools, will involve people, and will involve process. Okay? So I'm going to give you guys 3 important steps. Number 1 is pre-screening, the pre-screening step. Now, in order to pre-screen, there's 2 tasks happening. 1, you're advertising to attract an audience, and once that audience comes in, you've got to vet that audience and clean up and pre-screen a list and narrow it down from 100 people to 10, for example. The next phase of automating is interviewing. That's your initial interview and what steps and people and process you have to put in place in order to interview. The third step is final interviews. Very, very important. What do you have to do in that step? So if I am a business owner, which I am, and I want to automate my own recruitment process and my own recruiting, this is what I'm doing. I am hiring a person to do my advertising for me, specifically for that position. To me, that's a person that is designing the job description, or let's say if it is software, I'm creating the software, the job description on a ChatGPT, but at the end of the day, I got to post it. Now, for me as a business owner, I got no time to do that stuff. I don't want to go on ChatGPT, even though it takes 30 seconds to create a job posting. And I don't want to go on Indeed or any job platform and log in and figure out all the different places to go and post. That position, that task is not important for me. I don't have value for it. So I have someone who's doing that for me. Now, once that position is up, you're now getting applicants. We have to sift through that. Now, yes, there are tools out there that are software that will skim through your resumes to, at the end of the day, say, these are the 10 resumes that AI now tells me that these are the best 10 out of the 100 that you got. Great. However, I'm a big believer in the human element, because at the end of the day, the human element brings feeling, and it brings, sometimes one thing that I'm very clear on is I've met some of the best people in the world that have the shittiest resume, if I'm being fully transparent with you. There are many people that we all know that have a great experience and a great background, but maybe the resume is up to par. So I personally am not willing to take a chance on AI just evaluating a resume. So for me, how I automate it is with an assistant that goes through all the applicants, may use AI to kind of give me a bit of a score, but personally, I'm just meticulous to all details and I don't want to miss out on an opportunity. I have my assistant going through each resume and actually calling just to make sure. Or even mass emailing. So I like doing something in the resume stage where let's just mass email everyone saying, thanks for applying. I just want to confirm, do you have this experience, this experience, this experience? And based on that set of questions, so this is a process for automating, is one of the processes receive applicants and then mass email with a set of questions. From there, based on the answers to those questions, we are able to then determine who we should get on an interview with. So to me, that's automating. So the pre-screening stage, very important. So that can be done with a little bit of AI. For sure, you need to have a person there, and that person is calling, mass emailing, okay, and evaluating the results there. And then finally, passing on the people that advance to our next step that needs to be automated, which is the initial interviewer. The initial interviewer is not the final interviewer. Again, me as a business owner, I only want to meet the best of the best top candidates that my team is telling me is important for me to meet. So an initial interviewer is also another assistant. my opinion, that's taking a 15-minute video call. The process is that from one assistant to the next, we have a video call for 15 to 30 minutes where we get to know personality and we get to know experience. So that is a process that I just gave you. How you do that, you use the tools of video. Before, we used to do all initial interviews were in person, but now we're in a virtual world. So the tools are your camera, it's Google Meets, it's Zoom, etc., whatever platform that you're using. That's your tools, and your person that's trained to conduct those interviews. Now, if you're a small business and you don't have all these employees, that person could be your husband or your wife, your spouse, your brother, your sister, or anyone else in the company that may work for you. You may just have one or two employees. You ask them, hey, do this before I meet them. Okay, find someone else, maybe even just ask a friend and pay him a little bit of cash. Say, can you just do this for me? Because you as a business owner have to continue doing the important jobs that you need to be doing. Or if you're an HR manager that doesn't have a full department, do the same thing. Ask another employee to help you out, and you focus on the tasks that are very important. Again, the definition of automating is you not having to do it. So I'm giving you people, process, and tools. So the next step of automating is the final interview. Now, the final interview part, we've essentially automated the recruitment process for you. You have to do the final interview, of course. However, scheduling with you, that's someone else that will do it for you. Looking at your calendar and putting it into your calendar as far as when you're available. Getting you the resume and the pre-screening and the interview notes into your calendar. That's someone else that's doing it for you, an assistant, for example. So with that said, those are small little tweaks that anyone can do. And the problem right now with people that struggle with their recruitment is that they are doing the whole thing, which is very exhausting. And when you're exhausted, you can't perform at your absolute best. So with that said, this is why it's so important for you to automate your recruitment process with tools, process, and people. So with that said, a little bit of a shorter video. I think we're set there. So with that, I wish you guys the best. I want you to subscribe and follow. If you like this content or don't like this content, feel free to leave a comment, because I want any feedback possible, maybe future topics that you want me to talk about, to help you at the end of the day build an amazing company and build careers, people, and growth. With that said, guys, we'll see you later.